First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and 3. Mariota to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Newton. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
20.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Crunch.
Here's Newton. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Newton out wide, that's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Mariota on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their...
Now a hit and a loose football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Three. One. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 37.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. On second down, a run with Gibson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mariota on the keeper. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. From the gun, Mariota. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. First down, and they go with Swift again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. To try again after the sack, Newton. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. Mariota now from the 50. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One play at a time. Here we go.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Swift.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
2nd down at 4. Once again, it's Swift.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota.
And finding Davis here, the tight end.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw again. Mariota. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 6. Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. Great. 8. Here we go.
Newton to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From the 16, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And one
Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing is Newton.
Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Newton.
And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Newton.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Mariota to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Overton. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cam to throw. And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
20.
Now Newton. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Here's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Washington,
it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.